Hey beautiful people, what is up and welcome back to my channel and welcome to a very cool, surprising, different, I don't know the adjective, but we have a new release from Nomad. Now this is going to be a kind of different video because it's actually not makeups. Well, there is one makeup in there, but this is primarily a skincare release. Anyways, before we get into it, if this is your first time watching me, hi, welcome. I'm Jamila. I love all things beauty. I love all things makeup and skincare, and I especially love sharing my tips and tricks for how to find high-end and luxury beauty products at bargain prices. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, I would absolutely love if you would consider subscribing and joining the fam. Okay, I'm also sans makeup today and sounding like an octave or two lower because I'm getting over being sick, so this is what it is. I had no energy to put on makeup, but I did want to come and show you guys this because this product is actually going to release on Tuesday. It's releasing soon, but I did want to come show you guys what the products are and give you guys some rough thoughts and info on it in case you were planning to pick it up at launch. So here we have it, guys. This is the new Nomad Cosmetics launch. This collection they're calling Nomad A. If you aren't familiar with Nomad Cosmetics, just to quickly sum it up, they are centered around travel. So this launch actually does make a lot of sense. Now, I was really excited when I saw this come in PR. I saw the bag and I was like, oh, that's big. Is it like a huge eyeshadow palette? But no, it was this. So yes, it's a makeup bag and we will get into that. Y'all know how much I've been talking smack about makeup bags for the last month because everybody and their mother have a makeup bag at this point, but we will talk about this one. So I'm just gonna go into each of the individual products in the bag, tell you guys what the prices are, what the launch date is, all that fun jazz, and then just kind of wrap things up and let you guys know my overarching thoughts. Now, I think I said this in the intro, it is skincare, so to be quite frank, I haven't been trying this long enough to give you guys an efficacy report, so I can just tell you kind of like how it feels, how it applies, because I've used it once. So just take that into account, but I did want to, like at least reveal the product so you guys know what it is about. So just quickly about the collection, it says it's introducing Nomad Air, a new collection of beauty essentials from us, Nomad Cosmetics. Dreamed up in the air on many flights, our multi-purpose products are designed to counter the effects of frequent travel and are also perfect for every day. So the frequent flyer collection details, it includes a 4-piece skincare and makeup collection, plus a free Nomad Air travel tote. We created these products by blending the best of what nature has to offer with science-backed innovative ingredients for clean, cruelty-free, and vegan formulas. Now this will launch Tuesday, October 17th, if you guys were interested in picking it up. So let's just go through the bag, open it out, and pull out the products. So as you can see, it is this beautiful royal blue color. This is kind of fabric. So it is on the soft, kind of malleable side. So it doesn't have a ton of structure to it. It is pretty small, I will say that, but honestly quite perfect. When it comes to makeup bags, I personally don't want anything big and bulky because you're supposed to travel with it. And if it's taking up half your suitcase, how are you going to pack your clothes? Right? So I like the size of this makeup bag, and I'll show you guys what it looks like compared to what I typically travel with in terms of my makeup and skincare. So this is actually my typical makeup and skincare bag. I have a number of these. These were just free bags that I got from the Units collection, which is the Beautylicious brush collection. So this is what I typically travel with. I like a clear bag because it allows me to see everything that's in my bag. I still have products in here because I was on a trip like a week or two ago. Who knows at this point. So this is what I typically travel with. And in terms of size, you can see that the Nomad bag is slightly bigger. This one does have more structure to it, but it is still kind of malleable. But here we have the size of these two bags. So you do get a top handle, well, to hold the bag essentially. Some quick details. These zippers are actually airplanes. And I love this detail. I just think this is such a cool, unique way to show the travel. Now this is stamped on, so it's not stitching, it's not thread or anything. So it's stamped onto the bag. And you just have Nomad Air on here. And then let's open this baby up. And here we have the travel bag. So the products came in the bag like this. I did already open it up, but I put it back in here for unboxing purposes. But this is what the bag looks like. You do have a compartment here for like brushes or whatever it is you want to store here. This is a zippered compartment with a little mesh piece covering it here, so you can put your products in here. I do like that this is mesh. It allows you to see what's in here. Gives a little bit of breathability to it. And even though I typically like just clear travel bags, I will say that this doesn't bug me that it is, you know, covered, because I do think it opens up really nicely, and the fact that everything is mesh means that you can lay out your products and see where everything is. So again, brush compartment, a little mesh piece here, and in here is the travel makeup palette, which we will get into. But before we do that, on the other side, there's another giant mesh pocket. There's one zipper that opens up, and then you just have this giant pocket. So this is the bag. Now, in addition to the bag and the products, you of course are gonna get a postcard. And I'm saying postcard with quotation marks because this time they made the postcard a plain ticket, which I think is so cute. Honestly, nobody does the details like Nomad does. When they commit to a collection, they just truly commit. So this is the postcard that comes with it. It says Nomad Air. It has like the passenger ticket vibe on it. So it says, welcome back to the golden age of flying. This is your Nomad Air passenger ticket and baggage check. Date October 17th. Cabin first class from Nomad to you. Love this. Fly away with Nomad Air and love the journey again. I think they're trying to tell me to book a plane ticket to go, I don't know where, but I think they want me to go on vacation. Now, on the back of the postcard, they do have some product details here. So it says our new Nomad Air Beauty Case Essentials are here with the 4-piece collection specifically designed to hydrate through any and all travel. Based on extensive research to counter the effects of frequent travel, we created the Nomad Air products, blending the best of blah, blah, blah. I already read that. So with these products, you get absolutely no dyes or added fragrances, no parabens, sulfates, or mineral oil. Just awesome hydration. The Nomad Air products come in aircraft-inspired aluminum packaging that is plastic-free, plus the full 4-piece collection. Plus with the full 4-piece collection, you get a smartly designed travel tote that is the perfect companion for any Nomad Air frequent flyer. And with this launch, we are so proud to support sustainable travel international and provide carbon offsets with every purchase. Okay, that's good to know. I feel like I talked about this before, but Nomad, when they release a collection, they typically have a charitable organization that they donate a portion of the proceeds to. And given that this wasn't makeup, I wasn't sure if they were going to do that. But they are still doing that with this one, so that's really exciting. I'll have to look to see what sustainable travel is. So let's get into the collection specifically. Okay, so I'm going to start with the face cream. So they say the face cream is a weightless hydration cream that blends replenishing shea butter and jojoba oil with moisture-locking sodium hyaluronate and dimethicone to hydrate and nourish. It is an extra large 100mm size. And the cream will retail for $49 USD. Personally, I think that is a bit pricey for a face cream, but we'll talk about that in the end. So this is what the packaging looks like. You have product details on the back here. It says that this is cruelty-free and vegan. I don't see a shelf life for this, but let's open this baby up and see if it's on the cream itself. Okay, yes, so on the back of the cream, it does say that this has a 12-month shelf life. And like I read, this is aluminum packaging, so not plastic, which is, I guess, good for the environment. And of course, vegan, cruelty-free. Now, I'm getting over being sick, so my sense of smell is not great. But I don't believe this has any fragrance in it. I think they said no fragrance, no dye, no sulfates. Yeah, there's nothing. So once you open up the packaging, there is a little foil covering to protect it. But this is what the cream looks like. It's just a basic white cream. I did try this yesterday. It is on the thick end. So when they say hydration, they mean hydration. Like, they weren't playing around when it comes to that. So there's no smell. It has shea butter in it. So if you are allergic to shea butter, if it's too thick for you, or if it's too thick for you, I will say that this is a thicker formula. So if you have oily skin, this is going to be a night cream. But I do want to emphasize that the purpose of this is for travel. And when it comes to travel, we all know that you get really, really dehydrated in the air. So when I'm traveling, I typically like to use a thicker cream when I'm flying because it does just help my skin feel more hydrated on the plane, because you really do be parched. Okay, so the next product in the lineup is the face mist. Comes in this packaging. It says it's a light refreshing mist that blends antioxidant rich rosemary water and moisture attracting sodium PCA to refresh and revitalize. And this is a 100 milliliter bottle, and it will retail for $22 USD. Again, aluminum packaging. This is actually quite cool. On the bottom, it also says that this has a 12-month shelf life. Now, I haven't sprayed this yet, but let's see. I don't smell anything. Okay, spray is a little aggressive, but okay. Now, this is not a setting spray, so don't use it as such. But I do like the idea of this being a like refreshing mist, because I like to have a little spray when I'm on the plane, because again, when you are flying, your face gets parched. So a nice little setting spray that you can use while you're on a flight, especially if it's a long flight, or if you're just about to land and you want to look like you haven't been on a plane, a refreshing spray is actually a really good thing to keep with you, because it's a good way to like come off the plane and not look like you've been on a plane. And I don't smell anything, but I also don't think I can smell, so there's that. The third product that we have is the lip salve. Now, this is described as a multi-purpose healing balm that blends conditioning rose hip, cottonseed, and jojoba seed oils with soothing sea berry, fruit, and camellia flower extracts to smooth and protect. It is 25 grams, and this is also going to retail for $22. No, this is going to retail for $12, sorry. So, like the face cream, this does have a little aluminum covering on it. I used some of this last night. This one I could smell. It definitely has that rose oil. It is thick in terms of consistency. Honestly, it's kind of like Vaseline, if we're being honest. So, just put a little bit on the lip. Okay, and then the last product in the collection is the Travel Palette. So the Travel Palette is a travel eyeshadow palette with 6 rich shades curated to create versatile looks from subtle to bold. 3 mattes, 3 shimmers, extra slim portable case with a mirror for travel. So really tiny little baby palette in terms of size. This also has a 12-month shelf life. Did I see 12 months for this? Yeah, this one, the lip salve, has a 12-month shelf life as well. And then when you open it up, you get 3 mattes, 3 shimmers, 6-pan eyeshadow palette, and you do have a mirror like it says. So I'm going to create an eye look for you guys using this so you can see how it performs. But let's swatch so you guys get to see what it looks like on my skin tone. So starting with the mattes. Here we have the 3 mattes. So the lightest matte is called Let's Take Off. Then we have Up, Up, Away. And lastly, Fly the Skies. And next we have the shimmers. So we have Find Your Wings. Sorry, the sun is doing a lot today. Follow the Sun. And See the World. So this is the palette. Pretty basic neutral eyeshadow palette. But honestly, I think that this is perfect for travel. I don't know if I said this before, but personally, when I travel, I typically don't like to take complicated eyeshadows, because when I'm traveling, it's for 2 reasons. 1, work, and if I'm going to a work meeting, I am going in beige. And I'm usually wearing the most neutral, subtle eyeshadow because of just the field that I work in. That's what's appropriate. And then the second reason is I'm traveling for pleasure. So if I'm on vacation, typically I want to be doing things. And quite frankly, I don't wear a lot of makeup when I'm on vacation, especially if I'm on a beach, if I'm somewhere tropical, if I'm home. I just want to relax. And while I do enjoy doing makeup and it is relaxing for me, I want to be outside relaxing. So what that means is I'm either not wearing makeup or I'm doing something very quick, simple, basic, so I can spend as much time outside as possible. Because if I'm not home or not on a beach or somewhere, I'm exploring and I want to be engrossed in the culture. I don't want to spend an hour getting ready doing my eyeshadow because I want to be outside experiencing the country or the city or whatever it is that I'm in. So this is actually perfect for me because this is what I like when I travel for the most part. Okay, so let's quickly dive into the demo of me putting the eyeshadow on my eyes, and then I'll come back and just give you guys some of my thoughts on the collection at large. Okay, so we're gonna dive into this baby, and of course I'm gonna show you guys it in pristine condition because I haven't swatched it yet. It's like all you need. It really is an essential like travel palette. Okay, so we're just gonna do a quick eye look. Quick. Just so you guys can see what how the shadows perform. It's gonna be a neutral look, so it's not gonna be anything too crazy. So I'll just tell you guys quickly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start from the lightest to the deepest matte, and then kind of do the same with the shimmers, creating kind of a gradient on the eyes. So the lightest shimmer is Let's Take Off. It's really, really beautiful, sort of beige transition shade. Okay, we're getting something. Yeah, this looks beautiful, even on my skin tone. And though this is one of the reasons why I really do appreciate Nomad, because they are one of the brands where I feel like, for the most part, all of their palettes include mattes that actually work on my complexion, and there are no dusty, ashy shades. Except that Fête de Provence palette, which y'all know how that one went, so.
Still sing at night. Every word just comes out right when I'm with you.
Next up, going into Up, Up, and Away. And I'm gonna start deepening up the outer corner. So I'm only gonna take a little bit of this. And quite frankly, I don't necessarily need to use all of the mattes. I just want to use as much as possible so you guys really see how the shadows perform. And I would say that these are true neutral mattes. They don't lean warm or cool, they're just neutral. And I'm taking that same brush, I'm gonna go into Fly the Skies, which is the deepest matte. And we're gonna start building that outer V. Yeah, that's really nice depth there.
So lucky I met you, and I still can't believe that I get to see those eyes for more than tonight. Swear you must have fell from the sky, and I feel.
Now I'm gonna go in with my finger for this, starting with the deepest shade. Oh, that's pretty. And I'm just gonna stamp that into the outer part of the eye.
So comfortable, and no one seems to hold me like you do. You're so wonderful.
And that shade was called See the World. So this is See the World, and next up I'm gonna go into this shade, which is called Find Your Wings. Oh, that's pretty. And I'm gonna put that right next to that first shade. Oh, this is beautiful. It's kind of like a rose gold shade.
So lucky I met you, and I still can't believe that I get to see those eyes from.
And lastly, I'm gonna go into the lightest shade, which is kind of like a true gold. So, and I'm gonna put that into the inner parts of the eye. It's called Follow the Sun.
The way I feel when you walk in the room. When you walk in the room.
Okay, so you see the vision. I'm gonna go ahead, clean everything up, blend everything together, and then I'll come back and show you guys the final look.
To you, even the dark, they still see light. Even the birds still sing. sing at night. Every word just comes out right when I'm with you, with you. I feel.
Okay, so this is the final look. Very simple neutral eye look. I just threw on Tailor on the lips so my lips wouldn't be bare, but this is it. This is a cute travel palette. It's small, it gives you the neutral look. Really simple, easy peasy. But yeah, here we are. Okay, let's go back and talk about the rest of the products in the collection and we'll wrap up this video.
Okay, so now that you've seen me demo all of the products, let me just kind of wrap things up for you guys so that you have some of my just general thoughts if you were thinking about purchasing this collection. And I'm gonna work backwards from me actually applying it. Again, the sun's doing what the sun wants. So starting with the eyeshadow palette, I actually do think that this is a beautiful palette. I don't know if I said this, but it will retail for $22, which seems like a fair price for a 6-pan eyeshadow palette. Not what House Labs is trying to charge, $49. I think that this is fair. I think that these are pretty large pan sizes, so you're gonna get a ton of products out of this. This is a very wearable color story, so you can use this in so many different ways. You can keep it really simple with, you know, leaving some of the deep grungy shades out of it, or make it more bold. So I actually really do like the eyeshadow palette. Next, the lip salve. This is going to be $12. I think that this is a decent price, but I don't know what to compare this to. Personally, I feel like this applies like a sleeping mask rather than a like a lip balm. But I also want to say, you could just put Vaseline on your lips. Just playing devil's advocate here. Like, when it comes to skincare, I typically do not like spending a lot of money on my skincare. So I'm trying to just give you guys my thoughts based on, you know, just being very frank and honest. Y'all know that I'm an affiliate with Nomad Cosmetics, but I have no loyalty to any brand. So I'm going to give you the pros and the cons. Pro being that I do think that this is nice. I did use this as a sleep mask last night. It definitely has a pretty Vaseline-like feel. It does keep the lips very, very hydrated. I think that this feels really nice, and it is something that I would wear while on a plane traveling because, again, you're going to be parched, you're going to be dry. It's just what happens when you fly. What I dislike about this is the container for the most part because flying, while fun, it's also kind of gross, right? Let's be real, we touch a lot of things, we're around gross, it's just not the cleanest experience. And the fact that I have to dig my fingers into this to apply it to my lips is not necessarily something that I want to be doing when I'm traveling. I would have preferred if this was honestly like a lip balm where I could apply it without having to dig my grubby fingers into it because you just don't know what you'd be touching when you're flying. So that's the con that I have with this product, is the packaging and the fact that you have to dig your fingers into it. But I do feel like this is nice, and it is more of a sleep mask than just like an everyday application thing, in my opinion. And you could also probably get the same effect from Vaseline, just saying. Next up, the face mist. I really like this. I think that you should have a little face mist when you're traveling because it definitely does bring a little bit more life to the face and, you know, just add a little touch of hydration without adding more heavy cream to your skin, which can cause like clogging of the pores or whatever. This just gives you a little lift. So nothing really to say about the face mist. The sprayer is on the more aggressive side, but, you know, just put your hands a little bit further back when you spray and you'll be fine. So this is totally fine. No smell or anything, which I kind of appreciate from this. So I'll keep using that. The face cream, this is thick. This is definitely a travel cream or even a sleep night cream because it's on the thicker end of things. I wouldn't necessarily wear this on an everyday basis because I have oily skin. So if you have oily skin, just keep that in mind. It's not going to be your everyday face cream. I also want to say $49 is a lot. I really do think $49 for a face cream is a lot. I don't know about the ingredients in this. I don't have that level of expertise when it comes to skincare. So it might be worth it based on the ingredients in there. But honestly, you can get CeraVe at the drugstore for a lot cheaper. I'm really cheap when it comes to my skincare, guys. I'm coming at this from a very raw lens. So $49 for a face cream, even though this is mega size, whatever that means, is a bit much for me. So something to keep in mind. In terms of the pricing of the other products, I would say they kind of feel fair. $12, this is less than the Laneige Sleeping Mask, so it definitely is cheaper. $22 for a face spray. I don't have anything to compare this to. And $22 for the palette. I think that that's fair. It's only the face cream that's giving me a little bit of pause and anxiety. If you want to get the full collection, it's going to cost you $79, and it says that the value is going to be $125, and it says that the value of the tote is actually $20, which I think that they should sell this by itself, because this is actually a really nice bag. However, from what I can tell, the only way to get the bag is if you buy the full collection, and this comes as like the free purchase. So if I were to take the collection price being $79, I honestly think that that makes sense, and it is a pretty decent value because you're gonna get 2, 4, 5 products for $79. So if you were to get the collection, I think that that is your best bet. Plus, you can use affiliate codes. I'm an affiliate with Nomad Cosmetics. If you use my code Jamila, it'll save you 10%. That will probably be the cost of shipping. It'll save you $7.90 off of the purchase, which not bad. It brings the price down, but again, it probably works out to be shipping. In terms of the bag itself, I will say I do like this bag. I've complained a lot about makeup bags, and that's just because I feel like there's so much coming out and a lot of them are impractical. But honestly, I think that this is a practical bag, both from the size and the build perspective, because this is thin. It doesn't take up a lot of space. It's not super bulky. It's on the smaller end compared to some of these makeup bags the other brands are putting out there. And I think that it gives you just enough space to pack the essentials. Now, once I take all of these products out of the boxes, I can fit them in really easily here. Quite frankly, you can fit a whole skincare regimen in here and maybe some makeups. This would probably just be like a skincare bag. But if you really wanted to go basic with the makeup, you could probably squish skincare and makeup in there. But that's it really for this video, guys. I just wanted you guys to see what the products are, hear my first impressions, thoughts. Again, this collection will be available on Tuesday the 17th, which should be tomorrow. If you use my code Jamila, it is affiliated, so I do get a small kickback. It will save you 10%. The full collection is $79. The products range from $12 to $49, with the face cream being the most expensive. But yeah, that's it. I want to hear from you guys. What do you think about this release? I get really excited when I see indie brands particularly venture off from eyeshadow and try new things. And this was a surprise to me. I didn't know this was coming. But I do like these products and I'm excited to keep trying them. I do have 3, maybe 4 trips for the end of the year. So I will certainly be traveling with these and will let you guys know as I continue to use them what it's gonna look like or how it affects my skin. I also have pretty sensitive skin. Like I use very specific products. I also have prescription products, so I tend to be very careful about what I bring in and out of my skincare routine. So I'll let you guys know if I have any adverse reactions to any of these things. But that's it. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys plan on picking this up. Don't forget to subscribe on your way out, like the video, and leave whatever other comment you guys want to share. But thank you so much for watching, guys. I appreciate you all so much more than you know, and I will catch you in my next one. Bye!